Yeah, my name is Alwin Heerklotz. I'm founder, CEO, and CTO of Innok Robotics. And yeah, I personally have dealt with mobile robotics for 25 years now. I professionalized this passion by studying computer engineering at the University of Paderborn. And in this time, I realized that there's a great potential for autonomous mobile robots in outdoor environments. In indoor, there already have been a lot of products in this, but in outdoor, there isn't much. So I investigated it first in sensors and algorithms, especially for outdoor requirements. But when we then founded Innok Robotics in 2012, we first have seen that there are not many platforms, robotic platforms that are capable of surviving outdoors and doing real work. So at first we started with our modular robot platform, Innok Heerklotz. That is a modular platform for developing outdoor robots, which is capable of transport higher payloads and being weather resistant and everything you need to make products in this area. So on top of this platforms, we also did many projects with research institutions and of course of larger corporate customers, where we implemented prototypes, different prototypes for different applications in the outdoor area. And about 2018, we saw that we need to bring out our own products based on this system. We had at this time, we had already about 40 to 50 mobile robots out there driving in different applications and at research institutions. And we also developed a sophisticated software stack based on ROS, but added everything you need to make a product from that. Especially a graphical user interface that can be used by end users, like what we see later, like gardeners or workers in industrial companies. So we had this platform, and now on top of this platform and these custom robots, we did the Innok Enduros. It's an autonomous transport robot that's traveling around at the company side, automatically coupling and decoupling trailers on fixed roads. Here we see the site of our first pilot customer, Zwick-Röll in Ulm. And there you see this path where the robot travels many times a day. We have 3 stations on this site where the robot couples and decouples the trailers without any human interaction. It's around 800 meters long, and it is repeated 7 times each working shift, you can say. It's 100% outdoor, so we have the possibility to drive also indoor, but in this configuration we are only driving outdoors. And the payload of the trailers, we specify 350 kilograms. it's mostly limited by an inclination of 10% that we have in this area. So when the robot drives down a hill, you have too much load on the trailer, and it's wet on the ground, and the robot might slip. Okay, then another product is the Innok Robotics. It's an irrigation robot that automatically waters graves on cemeteries. We didn't come to this idea on our own. We had our first pilot customer came to us and told us about this idea, and we found that we can realize it with our technology quite well. Here you see one of our pilot customers. We actually have 3 pilot customers where this irrigation robot is working productively. So this is the cemetery Hamburg-Rahlstedt, where the robot irrigates about 500 graves each. 500 graves are irrigated within an area of 29,000 square meters. And the robot handles up to 200 graves per night. We have about 25 irrigation iterations per year. So this year was quite hot. So this year we have almost 40 iterations per year. And with a maximum of 600 graves, you can calculate of how many hours of personal work you save with using these robots. Because if we already have heard here, that the most problems that companies don't get workers for these simple tasks today, and they need to automate. Of course, we don't use combustion engines, so we say we are 100% climate neutral. You get some benefits like logging of each irrigation, and this is also a topic for our customers. Then the third product is the inspectors. It's an inspection robot which is basically the same platform equipped with cameras and other sensors. It travels in electrical substation and takes photos and that. And this robot was also over a year already in use every day. So we had this experience on what happens with weather like snow, etc. So when we first started with productive deployments of these products, it was like hell. We cringed in fear whenever the telephone rang, and while 2 other colleagues were still analyzing raw data of sensors, trying to figure out what was the problem of the last inexplicable incident. But we took on every problem we had. We had the major sources of problems were localization problems, like problems with odometry, bad IMUs, simple things like issues with TF frames in ROS, or errors in sensor fusion configuration, also small changes in environments that made problems. Another source were fault safety stops. The robot stops even if it should drive. Like from weather, like rain, but it's not simply it is raining and the robot stops, but some special cases where rain collects on the top of the robot and it's dripping down exactly on the sensor, and this only happens at a specific location on the site with some inclination and things you have to figure out. So also wrong safety fields or spiders finding a new home on the safety sensor. Yeah, also operating errors, yeah, by not trained well enough customers. Yeah, like for example, the customer didn't set the key switch to autonomous mode, yeah, and he is upset while the robot isn't driving. Or for example, someone placed a pallet in front of the charging station on Friday before the weekend. So Monday morning the customer calls and says the robot isn't accessible. Why? And it turned out that battery got empty because it couldn't charge. Yeah, also some software bugs, of course. And yeah, day after day, week after week, and month after month, we fixed more and more of these errors, of these problems. And we finally, got to a state where we got another problem, and this was vegetation. And it grew, it suddenly grew from one day after another, the environment completely changed. And so we started again tuning parameters, finding workarounds, fixing everything, and we got to a state where it works every day. Maybe nice pictures. Yeah, here you see these plants. Yeah, they grow into the way. Also, nice one is this. Yeah, this is something you usually don't expect. Yeah, it's what happens when at the night rain falls on these flowers, and they bow into the way. Also, if you think you can look at the data and just think, yeah, okay, we can drive over it, no problem. Get a situation like this, where the flower actually touches the sensor, and you get another error message from the sensor, and can't continue the drive. So yeah, we finally managed most of that. And today we have a situation where these robots are driving productively almost every day in the year. Doesn't depend on weather, wherever it's raining or we have snow or whatever. So we are in the place where we are scale up, where we want to scale up these products. So basically to get even more of these problems, solve them, learn from that. And of course we are looking for partners joining us in this journey. And we currently have a fundraising for 10 million. And there are still some tickets available. So if you don't have, you can still take one. Also smaller ones. So thank you.